I'm A. Henry Keene. I've had the pleasure to be in several of James's anthologies, and I have a collection of my prose work that has appeared in his anthologies called The Crooked Closet, selected works from 2011 to 2013. During that time I was primarily exploring the different genres, pulp type pieces mixed with literary influences and also some erotic elements. This is my latest piece, a chapbook. It's sort of a supernatural, you can tell I'm nervous, a supernatural love story.
Very suspenseful.
Yeah, thank you.
It's excellent.
Thank you. I'm not primarily a poet, but in the interest of brevity, I want to read you a few poems and a flash fiction piece. Let me take a breath here. All right, here we go. I put this one together for this occasion, this being a Saturday, and Saturdays are a special day. So this is called Saturday. Let paisley clouds billow through body and soul until the steel girders of self and world soften and the edifice slumps with a sigh. Sweet Saturday, without obligation or demand, a simple forgetting of the man. Thank you. A writer's life is a unique thing. We tend to dig deeply into ourselves and try to find what's there and accept it as it is, or at least this is what I try to do. So it involves coming across a lot of ugliness and difficult things. And this is a particular kind of life which is unique. So I've put together this. And the thing about it is, once you find that, you say, hey y'all, look what I found. So this is called The Writer's Life. Another short poem.
Yeah, I've read this. It's excellent.
Thank you. Scribble your spleen from left to right. Proselytize your parenthetical pancreas with a flourish of first-person flesh and a pastiche of present-tense bones, stacked neatly between the margins of blood and bile-soaked pages, to make a coffin and a gravestone for yourself.
Metafiction is fiction about writing fiction. That's sort of what we had going there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. In the interest of truth-telling, in the interest of pursuing what is difficult in your person as a literary endeavor, I come from a long line of alcoholics, and I sometimes drink, but rarely. And when I do, or when I don't, I deal with the imminent threat of alcoholism. And so I wrote this next piece, another short piece to sort of encapsulate that difficulty. Advice from Four Roses. Lay down by your kin on the spinning bed. Wallow in weakness and forget fantasies. Submit and suffering will be but a dream before the collapse into nothing. Drink deeply, my friend, swish the spirit between rotting teeth, and feel the burn of 101 proof forget you. A flash piece like James's, but mine is very short. It's just straight fiction with a twist. It's called Gray. And I forgotten to mention that some of these pieces have been published in James's anthologies or will be in the upcoming one, Memento Mori. This is Gray, and it was in one of his early. It might be one. It was one of the earlier things I think I had published with James. But anyway, Gray. It was in Serial Killers. It gives a context to the story, so it's it was in the Serial Killers anthology. Daddy. A halo of excitement glows around the little girl's bruised face. That's him. That's the one. Daddy turns wide eyes to her. He did this to you? His heart burns and glows like molten copper in a crucible. His ashen face flushes blood red. Daddy slows the car to a crawl on the deserted side street. The little girl pivots her head to follow the man walking along on the sidewalk. Her little hand taps the vinyl seat. That's him, Daddy. Daddy pulls the car near the curb. Wheels trudge through the gray slush and sludge. The brakes squeal and the car stops. Are you sure, baby? She looks at her father and nods. Wait here. Don't look. He steps into the slush, which sloshes away from his black sneaker. He steps onto the sidewalk, taps it with the aluminum bat, and walks toward the stubbly-faced man. The man stops. Wide eyes look into squinting eyes. You sick. The bat swings down. Blood splatters and splashes into snow and slush. Ping, ping, thump. Ping, ping, thump. The body lays in the gray slosh. The car door opens. Daddy steps in and sits on the black seat. Daddy sits and breathes heavily. Let's go, Daddy. Her small hand presses his shoulder gently. Start the car. Let's go home. She looks gently into his scared eyes. The snow melts, but the air is cold and the sun is distant. Daddy's heart aches and he yearns to see her again. He waits for his little girl to point to